How many public companies do you know could withhandle an 80% drawdown on an asset that they claimed was their future? Now you have to ask yourself, if you were the, say, CEO, CFO of a public company, and you said, we're going Bitcoin strategy, as long as it's working, you're the hero. But you remember, part of the story that you kind of quickly told about MicroStrategy, you left out the part that, yes, he bought, or they bought, and yes, it went up, but it also went down. And there were some quarters in there where Michael Saylor was the butt of every joke. It was, how'd you like to be Michael Saylor right now, sitting on a losing position? It wasn't all upside. There was quarters in there that he was going back to the company and saying, we're buying more. And at least he had the brains to do that. How would you like to be, board of directors, public company, and they commit to this, and then Bitcoin has a 40% correction? That's going to be really tough for some of them to take. And nobody wants to think of themselves as the guy who sold the bottom, but it's really hard to resist that when it's when you know that typical Bitcoin bear runs are 80% drawdowns. How many public companies do you know could withhandle an 80% drawdown on an asset that they claimed was their future? That's going to be the test. If we ever see another 80% drawdown. But my point being that Bitcoin isn't going to stop being Bitcoin just because corporations are buying it.